Hello and welcome to Athletic Minds, the show where we get to know some of the Bay Area's best soccer stars. I'm here with my guest Ibi. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good morning. How are you doing?
Morning. I'm good. I'm excited to kind of hear about your journey to San Francisco. I know it's been a storied adventure. So
It's been a journey, yeah.
how did it start for you?
So, starting for me, I was recruited straight from Nigeria. I was playing in a team there. High school, played in high school, played at a club, a third division club. And I was planning to go. At that time, I thought I was good enough to try to come to England and try to work it out.
Yeah.
But the opportunity to come to America kind of came up, and I got a scholarship. Because of the timing of me finding out about the opportunity, I didn't take the SAT, ACT, TOEFL, none of those stuff. So I couldn't go straight to a four-year school. And I had some offers from some schools not offers, but I had some interest from schools like University of Dayton, Western Washington, but I couldn't take those because I couldn't get admitted to the schools.
I see, because of the SAT.
Because the SAT,
yeah.
So I had to go through the route of JUCO. So I got a scholarship to a community college in Texas called Coastal Bend.
Okay.
Then, kind of started my way from there.
And how did you find JUCO? Obviously, you've played at a D1, you played at a D2. What was the experience of a JUCO like in comparison?
JUCO, the big thing about JUCO is it's pretty tough. The surroundings, it's like the trenches. JUCO is like the trenches, so it's like you get to appreciate everything. When you go to a Division 1 or Division 2, you get to appreciate everything they give you there because JUCO, you don't have as many facilities, you don't have as many, training equipment. The fields are a bit, worse, and stuff like that. But I think it lets you lock in on what you're there for, which is to play. And so if you can survive JUCO, you can pretty much survive anywhere.
But what was it like in comparison coming from Nigeria to JUCO instead of comparing it to D1 and D2 as well?
Well, I think for me it was a shock because the American game focused a lot on fitness and the physicality and going to the gym and lifting and running. And in Nigeria, I had never been to a weight room.
Sure,
the first time I went to a weight room was when I was 18 in America. So it was like getting put into that system of 6 a.m. weights, and right after that we're going to play was kind of hard to transition into. But the Nigerian game was also very physical, obviously on the field. College taught me a whole different perspective on how to play.
And what was D1 like? Was it always a goal for you to go D1?
Not really. So before I left Nigeria, I didn't know the difference between D1, D2, JUCO. I just knew college soccer was college soccer.
Yeah.
But once I went through JUCO, my first year, because I didn't play as much because I arrived late due to visa issues. I was able to get some games and get a better offer to another JUCO where I then played and got more exposure, played at the national tournament, and then went D1. So D1 was never really something I thought was in my reach. But once I got to the second JUCO and we were a good team, we were winning, and I saw some players who had gone D1, I was like, D1 is not that hard. So if I shoot for it, I can probably go there.
And then you came to RU. How was that? You're obviously still in San Francisco.
Well,
how was that experience? And go for the experience.
Coming to RU was a good and bad decision. I think in terms of life and getting me to the next step and graduating and getting a job, it was a great decision because San Francisco has a great market for professionals in design, art, tech. But soccer-wise, the RU team was just terrible. And it was just, I quit college soccer, or I got kicked out halfway into the first fall season. So that kind of sums up the soccer experience. But the city was nice, the teammates were good, the players were nice. It was a nice environment. Outside of soccer. Yeah,
for sure. What are you studying and what are you kind of planning to do after? Because obviously you're still playing soccer, right, for SF City?
Yeah, so I'm still playing soccer for SF City. Honestly, my major now is communications and media technology. Originally it was graphic design, but again, when I transferred to RU, some things didn't go the right way and I had to change major. But the communications and media technology major is pretty good because it gives me the opportunity to take some design classes and still have that portfolio I need to have the graphic design job I want to do. So I'm about to graduate finally.
It takes a while. It feels like ages.
It feels so long.
We're
almost there.
And SF City, you're going to stay with them. You guys recently played Montgomery Bay, who are a USL championship team, very impressive level of soccer. Are you going to continue playing? Are you going to try to play pro?
Well, I mean, the thing about playing professional is like you have to 100% buy into it,
Yeah.
and I don't think.
You've got a lot of other stuff
Yeah,
going
a
on
lot
as
of
well.
stuff, other stuff going on. So I'm just playing for fun now and just seeing where it goes.
I love that, bro. It's good speaking to you. You'll be back for the trivia, so come and beat our next guest, I'm sure. We'll be back after the commercial.
Aliens.
UFO detected.
Dorito.
Dorito.
Yeah.
We're back with our next guest, Elvis Mensah. Elvis, how are you?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for joining me today. Elvis and I go way back. We played a couple years of college soccer together, captained the RU men's soccer team together, so I know a bit about your story, but I feel like we haven't spoken too much about kind of your playing career before RU. So where did soccer start for you? Kind of how old were you when you started?
From what I remember, honestly, like I grew up in Ghana, which is in West Africa, but like soccer is our sport over there. So I think probably like when I was 2 or 3, I started kicking the ball around. I used to get disciplined because I wouldn't come home because I would just be out about just playing soccer all day. So that's just how it started. That's how it started, and then like I didn't come to America for soccer. I came for a better life.
Okay.
Obviously, it's tough. It's tough in Africa, but once I got here, I was just playing for fun, and then like a friend saw me play, and they're like, "Hey, you should join my team," and that's how I like kind of got into soccer in America.
And you were in Slow, is that correct?
San Luis Obispo,
Okay.
yeah, San Luis Obispo.
Nice. What was the soccer scene like there? So obviously you met this friend, played.
It was like a neighbor, like
Okay,
a neighbor. So
yeah,
I was just
sure,
playing
okay.
out and about like in the neighborhood, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, you should actually join a AYSO team, which is rec."
Okay, yeah.
Because I was 12 when I moved here, so I joined the rec team, and then from there, like, just kind of kept playing.
Yeah.
But
And you played through high school.
yeah, high school
What was your
soccer.
recruiting journey? Because obviously it's very different in England. We don't go to university to play soccer. So
Yeah.
what did that kind of look like for you?
It was like I said, like soccer wasn't really like a thing for me. Like to be honest, I just played for fun. I didn't really take it serious. So like throughout high school, I was just kind of messing about, just playing for fun. And then like my senior year of high school, my mom was like, "Okay, so you got to go to college, but we don't have the money to pay for you." So I was like, "Well, I'm kind of good at soccer, and you know they give scholarships for that."
Yeah,
so I was like, "Okay, I'll try it." And then my best friend knew the head coach of Academy of Art.
Yeah.
And that's how I got connected with Academy of Art, to be honest. It was very random. Like,
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
kind of happened.
That's usually how it is, though. It's just
Yeah,
connections
yeah.
based, really.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you did what, 5 years at RU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been
Don't
here-
sound too happy about that. Why?
Been here since 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
So how would you kind of sum up your time here?
Definitely like ups and downs, obviously. I've had two season-ending injuries. I tore my ACL and then recently tore my LCL. So I've been out for 2 years not playing, and that like has had an effect on the downside of it. Like,
Yeah, of course.
it wasn't the best time of my life, but in terms of the good parts, like I got to meet some very, very cool people. Like obviously me and you are like very close now because of soccer.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful for that. Ibby as well. Like some of my boys, Kenny, Ping, all those boys for sure.
shout 'em out, bro.
I met them through soccer. So I guess in terms of relationship wise, like it was good. But in terms of soccer wise, like Ibby said, like it was a tough situation for sure. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
I'm very grateful though because if it wasn't for RU, I wouldn't be going to college. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Good travel. That's one upside.
yeah.
What was your favorite away trip? Because there's been a couple good ones.
It was definitely this year.
Yeah.
Even though I was injured, like it was. I would say Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas was pretty good. We went to Texas.
Yeah,
that was a great
That
time.
was
But
cool, yeah.
I would say Hawaii for sure, because
Nice.
who doesn't like Hawaii? We were there for like 10 days.
Nah, it's
islands.
incredible, yeah.
Yeah. It was a vibe.
And what are your plans? What are your plans after? Well, after you graduate, we both graduate in May.
Yeah.
What have you got planned?
Coaching.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna coach the next generation. Like I already coach now, and I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
I started 2020 pretty much same year as I started college, so I've been doing it for 5 years now, and I love it, and I plan to continue to do it. So.
That's super cool. You gonna set anything up? You gonna set your own thing up? What's the plan?
Just you
keep
just
it on
have
the
to
low.
wait. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
You
no, I
just have to
respect
wait
it.
and see. You just have to wait and see. But
All right,
yeah.
sweet.
No,
No, cool.
yeah,
It's great
for
speaking to you. We'll be back for
Cool,
trivia. I don't know. I kind of think Ibby might have you on the trivia, but we'll see based off
Here we
past.
go. Here we go again. Here we go again.
All right, sweet. We'll be back after the commercial for our trivia section. Alright, so we're back for our trivia section. I've got Ibby and Elvis with me over here. We are gonna have 2 rounds of trivia. First round, let me explain the rules first. So, for each correct answer, you will get 10 points. Unfortunately, if you interrupt the host whilst reading the question, I'll minus 10 points off your score. Whoever rings first gets to answer, and if incorrect, take turns until you get the right answer. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, sweet. Obviously, you're both soccer stars in the base, so I'm expecting a lot from both of you. What do you rate each other at? What do you rate yourselves out of 10? Soccer knowledge-wise?
5.
5 out of 10. Okay, confident. Yeah, what's yours?
I'll go 7.
I like the glasses, Elvis. They've
7.5.
just apparated out of nowhere.
Yep,
Very
yep,
nice.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's move on to the first section. The first section gets the player. We're gonna have a load of baby/child photos of professional soccer players. Starting quite easy.
I like this.
Let's move on to the first one.
Okay, what we got?
Yeah, go on.
Messi?
Yeah, easy. That was an easy first one. 10 points. Elvis, a bit slow, bro. So let's hurry up a bit. Yeah,
Can't see that one.
that is correct. 10 points to Ibby. Let's move on to the second question. Go on, Elvis. Bro, don't just ring the buzzer without. Come on.
Ronaldo?
Yeah, bro.
Huh?
Yeah, you got that right. 10 points to
Cristiano
Elvis.
Ronaldo?
Yeah, easy. Correct. Well done, bro.
Obviously, that was Ronaldo.
That one doesn't even look like him slightly. Yeah, he's grown up well.
Like him at all.
Let's move on to question 3 super quick. Go on, bro.
Benzema?
Hey, these are too easy. No, I didn't realize. All right, cool, yeah. 10 points to Ibby. That was a quick answer. You don't see it?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I didn't see it either at
That's
the
a
start.
hard one.
Yeah.
Karim Benzema, bro.
So Ibby's up. Let's move on to the next one.
Mashallah, man.
Oh. I don't know who that was. So we're going to do... Was that
me,
Elvis?
That was me.
Rock, paper, scissors, 1 round real quick. Let's go.
And shoot?
Alright, rock, paper,
Oh,
scissors, shoot.
that.
Ozil.
Yes, Mesut Ozil. I don't even think that's his real, it's a real child photo, but it's an uncanny resemblance.
That's actually insane, bro.
Let's move on to the next.
That's a crazy one, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, correct, well done. Yeah, you're up by 20 points to me. Let's move on to the next round super quick. Oh no, last question, my fault. Let's see, Elvis.
Thomas Muller.
Yes, bro.
Wait, actually?
Yeah. 10 points, Elvis, yeah.
Wow.
There you go, well done. Okay, so I think the score is 30-20 to Ibby. You're up by 10.
Okay, let's
We're
go.
gonna move on to the next round. This round is general trivia, general soccer trivia. Gonna be a bit unique questions, so we'll see if you get them.
We got multiple choice or?
Multiple choice, so let me read them out. Let's get on to the first question. So which international team once had to play a World Cup qualifier wearing knockoff jerseys bought from a local market? A, Venezuela, B, Indonesia, C, Haiti, or D, Bolivia?
Haiti.
Incorrect. Maybe do you have a guess?
Indonesia?
Incorrect. I'm gonna give you one more. It's gone. 50-50, bro.
World Cup, I'll go Venezuela.
Correct.
That makes sense.
10 West Elvis, nice. Well done. Big guess job though.
30-30.
30-30, here we go. We'll go on to question 2. In a sec, yeah. Which footballer holds the record for playing in the most consecutive Champions League seasons? A, Lionel Messi, B, Cristiano Ronaldo, C, Ryan Giggs, or D, Iker Casillas? Go on, Ibby.
Ronaldo?
Incorrect. What do you think, Elvis? Obviously not.
Yeah, it's gotta be a goalie. Casillas.
That's correct, bro. Well
Yeah.
done. 40-30 is, yeah, it's still tight. Let's move on to the next question. Which footballer once missed a World Cup match because he was kidnapped? A, Alfredo Di Stefano, B, Diego Maradona, C, George Weah, or D, Johan Neeskens?
Kidnapped?
Go on, super quick.
The first one.
This is the final question. That's correct, Alfredo Di Stefano. So, 40-40, I believe?
What? 50-30.
50-30, my bad, bro. Competitive nature, that's
Don't
my
do that.
fault.
Don't do that.
I wanted
Don't
you
do
to
that,
win, you
bro.
can see
Don't
it.
do that.
All right.
Yeah, actually it's 40-40.
Elvis comes out on top in this round. Thank you both for coming on the show. We'll be back next week with 2 guests. See you then.
That was actually a great game. I like this video.